You just signed up for World Scholars Cup. You've looked at the curriculum. You know about the subjects and the theme, but then you see it. Scholars Challenge, a test. 120 questions, 1 hour. And suddenly, your excitement turns to worry. Here's the good news. Scholars Challenge looks like a regular test, but it has something special. Something that changes everything. We call it the Alpaca twist. Today, you're going to understand exactly what Scholars Challenge is, how it works, and why it's designed to help you show what you know, even when you're not completely certain. By the end, you'll feel prepared, not panicked. Let's begin. Scholars Challenge is a 120-question multiple-choice test. It covers all 6 subjects in the World Scholars Cup: history, science and technology, social studies, literature and media, art and music, and the special area. Each subject has exactly 20 questions. You take the test individually. That means you work alone, not with your team. But your score still helps your team. All 3 team members' scores combine to create your team's total. At regional rounds, you have 60 minutes. At global rounds and the Tournament of Champions, you have 75 minutes. That's about 30 to 37 seconds per question. Not a lot of time, but enough if you understand how the test works. Here's what makes Scholars Challenge different from every school test you've ever taken. Every question has 5 answer choices: A, B, C, D, and E. On a normal test, you pick one answer. If you're right, you get the point. If you're wrong, you get nothing. But Scholars Challenge lets you mark more than one answer. And this isn't cheating. It's encouraged. It's built into the test design. Here's how it works. If you mark one answer and it's correct, you get 1 full point. If you mark 2 answers and one of them is correct, you get half a point. Mark 3 answers with 1 correct, you get 1/3 of a point. 4 answers, 1/4 point. Mark all 5, you get 1/5 of a point guaranteed. This is the Alpaca twist. And it changes everything. Think about it. On a regular test, if you're stuck between 2 answers, you have to guess 1. If you guess wrong, you get 0 points. But on Scholars Challenge, you can mark both answers. If one is correct, you earn half a point. That's better than risking 0. This system rewards what you do know, not just perfect certainty. It recognizes that real learning includes uncertainty. And that's okay. Scholars Challenge doesn't just ask you to remember facts. It asks you to think critically, to analyze, to make connections. For example, a school test might ask, "What year did the French Revolution begin?" That's memorization. But Scholars Challenge might ask, "Which modern social movement shares the most goals with the French Revolution?" That's critical thinking. You need to understand what the French Revolution wanted, then apply that understanding to modern movements. This is why the World Scholars Cup says it's a celebration of learning, not just a competition. The test measures how you think, not just what you've memorized. Let's walk through what actually happens on test day. You'll receive a bubble answer sheet first. This is separate from the question booklet. You'll fill in your student information, then you'll get the question booklet. Don't start until you're told to begin. When time starts, you can answer questions in any order. You don't have to go from question 1 to question 120. If you see a hard question, skip it. Come back later. The questions are mixed. You won't see all 20 history questions together, then all 20 science questions. They're scattered throughout the test. You might see history, then art, then science, then social studies. This keeps your brain engaged. During the test, organizers will announce time warnings, usually at 30 minutes remaining, 15 minutes remaining, and 5 minutes remaining. Use these to check your progress. When time is called, stop immediately. Put your pencil down. Your answer sheet will be collected and machine scored. Usually within hours, you'll know your results. Here's practical advice for Scholars Challenge. First, Read each question carefully. Then eliminate answers you know are wrong. If you can narrow it down to 2 or 3 possibilities, mark them all. This gives you much better odds than guessing one answer. Second, manage your time wisely. Don't spend 5 minutes on one difficult question. Move on. Come back later if you have time. It's better to answer 100 questions thoughtfully than to rush through all 120. Third, remember there's no negative marking. The worst you can do on any question is 0. You can't lose points by marking multiple answers. So if you're uncertain, use the Alpaca twist. Mark 2 or 3 answers. Protect yourself from scoring nothing. Fourth, start with subjects you feel strongest in. Build your confidence early. This helps you relax and think more clearly on harder questions later. The 2026 theme asks, "Are we there yet?" Scholars Challenge is actually a perfect example of this question. Think about it. As you work through 120 questions, you're constantly asking yourself, have I made enough progress? Am I there yet? When you finish question 60, are you halfway there? Not necessarily. Some questions take longer than others. Progress isn't always linear. The Alpaca twist also connects to the theme. When you mark 3 answers, have you arrived at the right answer? You've made progress. You've narrowed it down. You earn partial credit, but you haven't fully arrived at certainty. And that's okay. Partial progress is still progress. The theme asks, what does it mean to arrive? When have we reached our goal? Scholars Challenge makes you think about this. Is your goal to finish all 120 questions? Or is your goal to think carefully and show what you understand? These are different definitions of arrival. Let's talk about expectations. Many students score between 50 and 70 points out of 120. That's completely normal. It's good. It means you're thinking critically and engaging honestly with challenging questions. You can earn medals in individual subjects. You can earn medals for your overall performance. You can earn team medals too. And here's important news. Many students earn medals. WSC has high award rates because it wants to celebrate learning broadly, not just reward the top few students. But success isn't just about medals. Success is also understanding a concept you didn't understand before. Success is thinking critically about a difficult question. Success is using the multiple answer strategy wisely. Success is managing your time well. Success is trying your best. Scholars Challenge is one event among 4. Team debate, collaborative writing, and Scholars Bowl all matter equally. Don't put all your focus on this one test. WSC is bigger than any single event. If you're a parent watching this, here's what your child needs from you. They need you to believe that learning matters more than winning. They need you to ask what they found interesting in the curriculum, not to quiz them on facts. They need you to celebrate their curiosity and effort, not just their score. Your child will encounter questions they don't know. That's expected. That's normal. That's built into the test design. So when they come home from Scholars Challenge, don't ask, how many did you get right? Ask, what was the most interesting question you saw? That question tells them you value learning, not just scores. So now you understand Scholars Challenge. It's a 120-question test with an Alpaca twist. You can mark more than one answer. It rewards critical thinking over memorization. It recognizes that uncertainty is part of real learning. And it's designed to help you show what you know, even when you're not 100% certain. Here are your key takeaways. First, the multiple answer option is your friend. Use it strategically when you can narrow down possibilities. Second, there's no negative marking. You can't lose points, so don't be afraid to use the system. Third, this is about thinking, not memorizing. Focus on understanding concepts and making connections. Fourth, success looks different for everyone. Many students earn medals. but growth and learning matter most. Scholars Challenge is part of the World Scholars Cup, a celebration of learning. When you walk into that test room, remember, you're not expected to know everything. You're expected to think about what you do know. That's the real challenge. And you're ready for it.